We're going to call the joint meeting of Silver Lake Regional and Union 31 to order. I'm going to start with a roll call to open the meeting for Silver Lake. Let me see. Gene? Here. Michael? Here. Lucas? Jen? Here. Paula? Yes. Amy? Here. I'm present.
And I'll call a roll call for Union 31. Caitlin Johnson. John Williamson.
Here.
Lauren Lott. Here. Katie Berry. Here. Trisha Arietta. Here. Megan Cannon. Here. Jean Coleman, I'm here. Missing Robert.
I'm just going to note that this meeting is being recorded, and that if anybody else is recording it, please bring that to notice of the chairs at this time. With that, I am looking for a motion from Silver Lake to adjourn to executive session.
I'll make a motion to adjourn to executive session pursuant to MGL Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining for contract negotiation, payroll specialist, executive assistant to the superintendent, accountant, computer technicians, float nurse, assistant school business manager, second accountant, SLPA, full-time school resource officer, special education program, OTPT, and MGL Chapter 30A, Section 21A7, approval of executive session minutes of October 17, 2024, and November 14, 2024, to return to open session.
Second.
Roll call, please. Jean?
Yes.
Michael? Yeah. Lucas? Yes. Jen?
Yes.
Paula?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
I'm yes.
And a motion from
I'll make a motion to adjourn to executive session, Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining, contract negotiation, payroll specialist, executive assistant to the assistant superintendent, accountant, computer technicians, float nurse, assistant school business manager, second accountant, SLPA, full-time school resource officer, special education program, OTPT, and MGL Chapter 30A, Section 21A, Number 7, approval of executive session minutes of October 17, 2024, and November 14, 2024, and to return to open session.
second. Okay. Roll call. Lauren? Right. Caitlin? Yes. John?
Yes.
Lauren? Yes. Katie?
Yes.
Trisha?
Yes.
Megan? Yes. And I'm a yes.
All right. We're clearing everybody out, or we're going somewhere?
We don't have a designated place, but we can go up here and ask them.
So, members who are people here who are not members of the school committees, we need you to exit at this time, and we will call you back when an executive session is finished. Order, I'll call your attention to a couple of things. First of all, there is a big blaring fan right over our shoulders over here. It makes it difficult to hear. So if you are called upon to speak at some point, or you need to address something, you're going to have to speak up, much in the same way that I'm doing now. And so if you think you're talking too loud, you're probably not. There is supposed to be a Silver Lake Regional meeting to follow this meeting. It is supposed to start at 6 p.m. We will continue with that meeting. We will continue in session at the conclusion of this meeting, but we will do this meeting first. We may take a brief adjournment, depending on how much further we go with this present meeting. Okay? With that, we will proceed with the remainder of the agenda. So we are on item number 2, the approval of minutes of the last couple of meetings.
Motion from the union to approve the open session minutes. Second. And that's November 14th and January 16th. Okay. Seconded by Lauren. Caitlin? Yes. Robert?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Lauren?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Trisha?
Yes.
Megan? Yes. And I'm a yes.
From Silver Lake, do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the last 2 meetings?
So moved. Second.
Jean,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Paula,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Amy.
Yes.
I'm a yes. All right, we need to discuss the first student, which is the bus contract, year 6 option for FY '26. So we might turn that over to Sarah.
The contract, so Silver Lake and Union 31 entered into a 5-year agreement with first student. We are in year 5 of a 5-year agreement. There are 2 option years built into the contract, year 6 and year 7. And Silver Lake has already voted to exercise the year 6 option. What I will tell Union 31 about the year 6 option and the contract in general is the contract was settled with first student. It went out to bid and the bid was received and the contract was signed in the summer of 2020 and the percentage increases year over year are significantly lower than anything anybody is seeing now when they go out to bid for contracts. So we were at, I believe, we're in single digits as far as cost increases exercising the year 6 option with first student. So I respectfully request that Union 31 approve the year 6 option.
All right, is there a motion from the union for the year 6 option for the first student bus contract?
I'll make a motion to exercise our year 6 option for the fiscal year 26 first student bus contract.
Second.
Thank you, John. Caitlin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Warren?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Tricia?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
And for clarity of those in the audience, the Silver Lake Committee has previously voted in the affirmative on that action, so we've only needed the union vote. Let's discuss the movement of food service leadership salaries to a revolving account. Is that also
Mr.
you,
Chair?
Sarah?
I'd like to make a motion to move the food service supervision from the shared account to the revolving account.
Is there a second? Caitlin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Warren?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Tricia?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
For those in the audience of interest, that moves that out of shared cost contract and into a line that is dealt with by grants, and so it is advantageous to the budget. All right, let's discuss shared contracts, the costs, and we will look at a possible vote from there.
Is there a motion from the union to approve the contracts that we have discussed?
So what we just voted on, guys.
Oh, sorry.
It's voting this in open session, what was discussed in executive, to be negotiated. Yes, to move to negotiation.
So I'd like to make a motion that we allow administration to move to negotiations for the shared cost contracts that were presented to us this evening.
Second.
Caitlin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Warren?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Tricia?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
I have a similar motion from Silver Lake.
I made the motion, so I would like to make the same motion for the Silver Lake side. Do I need
No.
to? Okay.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? Seeing none. Jean?
Yes.
Jason?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Lucas?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Paula?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Amy?
Yes.
I'm a yes. All right, the shared cost budget. For those of you who, yes, sir.
Sorry.
For the committee members, I've made those changes that were discussed in executive session to the shared cost budget, and I have uploaded a new version to your folders.
Okay. For the clarity of those who are interested, the positions of float nurse, assistant school business manager, second accountant, SLPA, special education program, and OTPT were not included as part of the shared cost budget coming out of executive session. So the shared cost budget does not reflect any of those positions. naturally at some point, what's that?
I'm sorry, the float nurse
Was actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, the float nurse was included, it was the positions after that. And the full-time school resource officer was not to be a part of the shared cost budget because it is strictly a Silver Lake position, is included as part of the assessment.
Just for current clarification, I don't believe we voted to approve the full nurse salary.
But it's in the budget as budget, like, or is that the budget change?
It is in here.
It's in the
And
budget.
that's the change budget.
I believe the amount was not voted.
I believe you're right.
That we didn't vote. We voted here, right? We voted.
You voted the matrix.
Yeah, but you just voted as part of the budget, or you? It's in the budget that we're looking to vote now.
Yes. Yeah.
So by voting the budget, you would vote to increase the amount, or you would see the amount.
We need an amount, right? But it's.
And there's an amount in there.
So you have a float nurse position, it was at one rate. The rate has gone up in the shared cost budget. So if we vote the budget, we vote the increased rate.
Correct.
And we're not currently getting a float nurse because the rate's too low. It's an existing, the amount for it has gone up.
Are you suggesting to take that the shared cost position?
Are there questions from the union that are here? Sorry.
I'm not suggesting that, my point is it's already in the budget, so it's a higher amount. So if we go to the budget, then that higher amount would be part of the budget. If someone didn't want that higher amount, wanted the higher amount, you'd have to amend that in the budget and then go to the budget for that.
Correct. Did everybody follow that? Can I get a general nodding of heads? Okay. So the shared cost contract, we originally had a budget for a float nurse. We have been unable to fill that position. And so there was and we have been using contractors instead. So the proposed budget for this coming year increased the float nurse budget with the idea of actually getting a float nurse and diminishing or eliminating a substantial portion of contract services. So if we vote the budget as it is present with the positions in it that are in it, it would include that increase unless somebody were to vote to amend the budget to keep it at the same amount, in which case we're likely to incur ongoing contract expenses. So at this point, we just need to either discuss it or vote it one way or the other.
Any discussion from the union or motion?
Actually, yeah, I have a question for Sarah. In the updated budget, like, why did it go up? Like Kingston's, well, I'm looking at Kingston specifically. It went up $10,000 from the prior version.
So there are three versions of the budget. There's the one that was in the folder on February 20th. There's one that was in the folder at 4:46 this afternoon, and then one that I just put in at 6:03 PM. Which one are you looking at?
I guess we're just wondering why there's a change in numbers. What do they reflect from version 1 to version 3?
So I see version 1 to 2 went down a little bit, and then 2 to 3 went up again for Kingston. That's what's confusing.
Sorry, I didn't label with version 1, version 2, version 3, etc.
One,
Even if you just go from 2 to 3, like, take one out of it.
So version 1, which was put in the folder last week, had There was an invoice that came in for software that we use that I had to add into the budget, so that would be the increase between version 1 and version 2. What you're saying is an increase from 2 to 3?
Well, the budget that we looked at in early February had $990,000 placeholder. Today is just at $1 million.
I have Kingston at $949,492 right now.
But then there's an updated one.
Today's
Like, it
share
says
cost
updated.
shows $1 million.
But it's the ones from 6 o'clock.
Yeah, if you go to sort it by most recently modified and look at the timestamp.
Okay, so not the one that says updated.
One that says updated, they all say.
Okay. Okay, yep, got it, thank you.
Sorry,
No, that's okay.
looking at the updated. So the changes between version 2 and version 3 is the removal of the food service supervision, moving that into the revolving account. It is the changes that were discussed for salaries that were discussed in executive session. I made those changes and then put it back in the budget.
So the 949 for Kingston is the most accurate.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, from Silver Lake, do we have any motions for the shared cost budget?
Motion to accept shared cost budget as presented by administration, most recent version.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Jean,
No.
Jason,
Abstain?
Michael,
Yes.
Lucas,
Abstain.
Jen, Paula,
Yes.
Mark,
Abstain.
Amy,
Abstain.
yes.
Is there a motion from the union in regards to the shared cost budget?
I'll make a motion to accept the budget as presented. Share cost budget.
Is there a second?
Second.
Caitlin?
No.
Robert? John? Warren?
Abstain.
I can't hear.
Warren?
No.
Katie?
No.
Tricia?
Abstain.
Megan?
Abstain.
I'm no.
So we need to fix what we're trying to vote so we can get enough votes to pass it.
Yep.
Is there any motion or discussion from the union in regards to shared cost budget?
So someone from Silver Lake is either going to have to propose to fully eliminate the float nurse or to revise down to the present number.
So I'm still confused. Maybe this will help all of us with the vote. The new number that we're proposing for the float nurse, would that be less than what we paid this year in agency fees for the substitute nurse?
Can I ask for a point of clarification? Less than the total that we paid? Is that the correct number that you're looking for, not the per day cost?
No, I don't want the per day cost. The amount of times we've actually,
We want to know, is it,
Right.
it makes sense to remove that and do it when we're doing it, or go the other way? We don't know.
So the agency costs are part of each individual town because the float nurse is not part of the shared cost budget right now. So to get you the numbers for that. And then again, the nursing costs were not separated out in the FY '25 budget as nursing costs, so it's built into the contracted services of some line, I don't know what. So in order to get this information for you, Jason, I'm going to need to go into the financial software and search all the vendors that we would use.
I don't think that's
No, I
necessary,
can't do
Sarah.
that tonight.
I think actually the complexity of this position trying to be a shared cost and shared between Silver Lake and 4 other buildings, for me, I just want to abandon the idea at this point of the float nurse.
Do I have a motion then, pertaining to the budget and the float nurse?
I will make a motion that we remove the float nurse salary out of the shared cost budget for Silver Lake.
Do we need to vote to remove it first and then separately vote the budget?
You could do either way. Since that motion was made, I'll second it.
Okay, Jean,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Paula,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
I'm a yes.
Is there a motion from the union?
I make a motion to eliminate the float nurse from the shared cost budget.
Second?
Caitlin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
John? Lauren? Katie?
Yes.
Tricia?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
I'm a yes.
Now I need a motion to approve the shared cost budget.
So moved.
Second?
Jean,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Lucas,
Yes.
Jen,
Yes.
Paula,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Amy,
Yes.
I'm a yes.
From the union?
I'll make a motion to approve the shared cost budget as presented.
Second.
Caitlin?
Yes.
Robert?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Lauren?
No.
Katie?
Yes.
Tricia?
Yes.
Megan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
Okay, with that, I think we're ready to adjourn this meeting. And then we will continue to the Silver Lake meeting. Do I have a motion from Silver Lake to adjourn from the joint meeting?
Second?
Jean,
Yes.
Jason,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Lucas, Jen,
Yes.
Paula,
Yes.
Mark, Amy,
Yes.
Gordon is a yes.
Is there a motion from the union to adjourn?
Second?
Katie? Caitlin? Yes. Robert?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Lauren?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Tricia?
Yes.
Megan? Yes. And I'm a yes.
Okay, the joint meeting is concluded.